Victory!
It's over 9,000.
Good shit, playa.
Right on.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Bookoo Fiya podcast with Nasty Nate Welch and
Dan Vear.
boom.
So a little bit about us. We're both stand-up comics living in North Hollywood.
We ain't
Living in the
doing it
same
like
house.
That, are we? Like fucking introducing ourselves like fucking reality TV.
Well, people don't know who the fuck we are.
Tell the people who you are, bro.
All right. Well, I'm Dan. I'm a stand-up comic. Youngest of four brothers. Been doing impressions like my whole life. So I figured what better way to showcase all the impressions and all that stuff that I just do in natural conversation, because it's tough to just, do impressions up on stage being like, hey, I'm the guy that does this impression, and then just whatever the case is. So it's tough to write bits, but I don't know, I'm constantly doing
bro,
it.
you getting good at it, bro. I think I've seen a lot of improvement in you.
Well, I appreciate you.
I know you getting
Well,
figuring it out.
I've been doing stand-up for like 2 years now, but you've been out here, what, a year now?
Yeah, I've been out here for a year and some change.
Year and some change?
I moved out here in September. You know that. I moved out here in September of 2018. Yeah, and I bounced around out here for 6 months, and then I moved in with you in March.
Yeah.
And now I've been doing comedy. I started doing comedy when I moved in with you. Started doing it with you and Brandon.
It's like, what made you start doing like stand-up and like thinking that you're like, oh, I'm gonna get up on stage? Was it just like seeing me and Brandon do it when you first moved in and being like, fuck, I can do that?
No, well, that helped, I guess, push me or motivate me. Like, push and motivate me. But I'd already done it a little bit back home. One of my friends had been doing it for a couple of years in D.C., and I went to college with him and down there in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he moved back to New Orleans for a little while, so he was doing it. And I was a bouncer for a long time, and at the door and in the club and shit, and I would talk to people all the time, and a bunch of different places that I worked in different cities and stuff, and like Thibodeau, New Orleans.
Just meeting a lot of people like through bouncing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure you heard a lot of
meet new people every day. Like you see a lot of the same people, but you meet a lot of new people every day, and just talking to these people, a lot of these random people would always tell me I'm funny, and they would always tell me I should do. They asked me if I do comedy. I was like, nah, I probably should. I'll try it, but I never did. And I'm a big fan of comedy. I really enjoy it, and I felt like, well, a lot of these people are telling me. My boy that does it telling me I should do it with him, so I went and do it with him a few times.
Right.
Did it for like 3 months, but I might have did what? Like
did you ever
5, 6 mics, maybe, I don't know, 10 mics. What? Probably like 10 mics in 3 months. That ain't much, right? Like one a week.
I mean,
something like that.
It's more than half the people out there, because a lot of people, just they can't even.
But that's what I'm saying. But like I did a little bit out there, and I didn't really have nothing worth doing.
No material or anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was just kind of get up there.
I think only one of my jokes transferred from there to here. It was my American History X joke.
Yeah.
But when I moved out here, I hadn't done comedy for. I started doing it. I did it for about 3 months back home, and when I moved out here, I didn't do it for like 4 months. The first 4 months I was here, because I wanted to just figure out how LA was and what was going on out here.
When would you say, like, in your childhood, you realized, like, I like people keep telling me I'm funny, maybe I'm like the funny guy. Did you ever run into,
I don't think I'm the funny guy in my friend group, but I think my boy John Luke's the funny guy in my friend group.
What about John Luke makes him the funniest?
Oh,
that sound effect is like enough. That's like if a word is.
You gotta meet him, bro. You just gotta. You gotta look at a picture of him. You gotta meet him. You gotta let him talk to you, and you'll see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's my cousin. It's not my cousin, but he's my cousin, my brother. But he'll be out here. Hopefully, he'll be out here soon. Come on, Luke.
And we can get Luke on the podcast when he's out here.
Yeah, he'll definitely jump. We got a mic for you too, player.
Right.
Come on.
Right there.
But we got a couch and a fucking microphone. What's happening?
What's happening?
But no. So the first time I did comedy out here, though.
Yeah.
It was it was the day before New Year's Eve last year.
Okay.
And I remember specifically because I got to go see Bill Burr at the Comedy Store.
Nice.
I got to see a bunch of my favorite comics already, but I never got to see him in person.
Right.
He was at a Comedy Store, so I got to see Theo, who's my favorite comic, do him set in the main room with like a bunch of other comics was there. But I saw Theo, and then Theo introduced Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Like, those are my 2 favorite comics
Right.
out here. I was like, that's awesome.
I feel like that's something you can only really find at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, and it was
like,
it was the coolest shit that I had
like,
ever had, because I'm from a small town, Louisiana.
Right,
You know, I listen to their podcasts. I never seen them in real life like that, and I seen them both at the same time. I was like, that's awesome. I went outside and smoked a cigarette, and I seen Bill Burr, and like I said, what's up to him. And I was like, that's cool as shit,
dude. It's amazing.
But they had a mic.
Yeah,
they had one of the mics on this. It was a Sunday night, I think.
See, I've never heard of this mic at the Comedy Store.
They do them. I think I don't know how that works, dude. Whatever. But they had a random one on a Sunday night or something. I think it was. I don't know. But it was an open mic where like you buy a drink, you put the thing in the bucket.
Right.
So I was like tight. So I put my name. I was like, I just got to meet Bill Burr. I just seen Theo and Bill Burr. I was like, fuck this, dude. I was a little hit. I was like, fuck it.
Right.
I'm doing it. I put my name in there. I was like, if they call me, tight. If they don't, tight. And I walked outside and smoked a cigarette, whatever. And I went on there. And they said, whoever is coming up to the stage now, on deck, Nate Welch. I was like, tight. I was like, oh, shit. Like,
oh, shit. Yeah.
Fuck. Like, I'm at the Comedy
How long
Store.
was the set, do you remember?
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, I think.
It's like a thing.
Well, what happened was they was like, whoever, come up here. Nate Welch, you on deck. I was like, cool. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, in my head, I was like, oh, shit.
Right.
And then they were like, whoever. All right, you're not here. Nate Welch, you onto the stage. I was like,
oh, dude.
Shit. So and like I said, I've been drinking. I was chilling. I was like, whatever, fuck it. So I go up there and I was like, this is it, son. Do something. Yeah. And I didn't do none of my material. I just talked about the time I met Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shout out to Stone Cold.
The Texas Rattlesnake, Louisiana Snack.
I just think it's hilarious how many like people that you've met out in Los Angeles just from smoking. Like
these Joes ain't loyal, son.
These shows ain't loyal.
Now it's been almost a year.
Right.
And now we're doing a fucking podcast. What's
down the road,
bro?
Louisiana to Melrose Avenue.
Yeah, that's funny.
The podcast studio.
We in the Boujeeland, bro. Straight up.
If any of these curtains fall during this podcast,
my Volvo,
my fault.
My Volvo and your cop car both parked outside,
right?
by Maserati and a Lambo.
Damn sure gonna get a ticket probably.
So we calling this Bookoo Fiya because that's what we're gonna be doing on this. We're gonna be talking about things we find Bookoo Fiya. Like right. I'm from a small town, Louisiana. I ain't supposed to be out here. You know what I'm saying? People from where I'm from ain't out here, and I don't know how else to show them or tell them, but I'm like, hey, I can't talk to everybody on the phone all day. I got shit to do, and they got shit to do. But This is a good outlet to be able to keep them involved and keep your people involved and let you know what we doing, what we trying to do, and introduce you to some of the cool ass people we met out here. I met out here, you met out here, and trying to produce Bookoo Fiya content. You know,
exactly. And I'm not. I feel like we got to create this podcast because we got to talk about all this cool shit that's been happening. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's
fun. We got a third mic, so we're gonna bring in a guest every time. I have different people that we met along the way out here. You know, different comics, different actors.
Everybody's got their own story.
Instagram models, bouncers, waiters,
influencers.
Yeah. We don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? We want flavor.
The Bookoo Fiya podcast does not discriminate. We're gonna have a bunch of Bookoo Fiya guests.
You know, this will be fun. This is gonna be a good time. We're gonna
be a good time.
Different people on here, you know, because I've met like you one of the coolest motherfuckers I met out here, bro. I appreciate you.
Right on.
And I'm really excited about how much shit I've been able to do in a small amount of time out here. And I really appreciate you being able to be part of that. And you too, Holden. I appreciate you too, bro. Fucking winning country music awards. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Country Music Awards?
That's what Jeff Ross told me at that thing when I was saying thank you to him.
He said,
gave me a compliment, and I said, no, thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. And he made a joke, and he said that I sounded like I won a country music award.
He sounded like you made.
I said, thanks, bro. I really appreciate that. And he said, it sounds like he's winning a country music award. I was like, well,
just want to thank the Academy. I just want to thank my family, my kids. You're an inspiration every day I wake up.
Calling Baton Rouge, you feel me? How about them Tigers? Holden, could you do me a favor and get the gat. Get the gat, get the gat, till the third wall, pass it till the third wall, pass it, get the gat, till the 10th wall, pass it till the 10th wall, pass it.
Playing football in college, there would be like coaches that would just like have their own just completely different personality and like style. Like, there was a coach that would just literally like
you played tight end?
I played tight end.
Did you play defense or just tight end?
In high school, I played quarterback.
By high school, what you did in college?
Oh, in college, I was just tight end. Well, I was a receiver in junior college, but then I was a tight end at ASU. But no, we had a coach there who we had like every coach there had his own unique voice. Like we had a defensive end coach who would like talk like this. He had a real raspy voice. He would look deep into your eyes. It was almost like that Will Ferrell, like that blooper where he's like, I could feel it down my blood.
All right, I get it.
They got a deep bluish hue to him. But he would ask questions and then immediately answer those questions. He'd be like, son, what are you looking at? You're looking at the ball. You need to get off on the what? You need to get off on the ball. You need to run what? You need to run fast. Like that's just like the way he talked. Mm-hmm. And then we had an offensive line coach who would just literally like he'd be like the lowest voice in the room. Like, what are you doing on this play here, son?
Talk to me like that coach would as Hank Hill.
As Hank Hill?
Yeah, do Hank Hill instead of that dude. Pretend it's that guy.
Just pretend. Just do a Hank Hill impression.
Yeah. But talk like it's that guy. Like that dude. Right. What that dude would tell you.
What the hell are you doing on this here play? God damn it! You're using your cleats. You need to be using propane. I don't know what the hell's going.
No, don't throw in the propane. Just keep talking like he would.
God damn it! Why didn't you block that guy, you stupid idiot? He's running right down the fucking middle of the field.
What's the name of the play?
You're like, Twins right, Green Phoenix. What are you fucking doing? So you need a glass stomach so you can see how far your head's up your own goddamn ass.
I think Giorgio. I think Giorgio, Bobby Boucher, and.
Well, thank you. That's a very kind of you to say.
And what's the other one? The Coors Light guy.
Yeah.
Are like my favorite ones.
You got to get nice and deep down for that one. You got to buckle up your boots.
All right. I want you to do Bobby Boucher buying weed from Yoda.
Bobby Boucher.
Can you do that?
All right, here we go.
Let's see.
Now, I don't know what kind of business you run here, Mr. Yoda, but back in my hometown, we use scales to measure our marijuana.
Think I'm shorting you, you do.
I swear, it's nothing personal. It's just that Mama says the people who don't weigh their weed out on scales are the devil, and you should never trust them.
Cunt your mother is.
No, you're just that's literally
awesome, dude. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I like. That's a fun game.
Well, yeah,
That could be a good segment.
That's a good segment.
Let's
right
keep
there.
doing it. Let's keep.
All right, bro. Hey, y'all listening or watching this shit? Send in suggestions to the Instagram to me at Nasty Nate, bro. Nasty Nate BRUH or you at Dan Vear.
If you send me suggestions, give me it'll be like a whose line is it anyway type scenario where you just send in suggestions of people I gotta impersonate and situations I'm thrust into.
Yeah, that'll be fun, dude.
You know.
Hell yeah, we'll get the fucking what's it called?
You got one more?
We gotta get the Instagram set up. Yeah, I'll do another one. Let's see. Can you do who's one? Okay, so I want the Coors Light guy bitching at the ESPN guy for parking in his spot. The Coors Light guy is bitching at the ESPN guy for parking in his spot.
All right.
Hey there, friend. Now, I know you drive a Ram like I do, but I just wanted to put you in notice that you kind of parked in my spot there. I don't know what you're talking about. I can see one spot and one spot only, and it's mine.
I don't see your fucking name on it.
Right. I don't see your fucking name anywhere. Suck my dick. Brought to you by Dick Sucking.
No. Brought to you by Tony Satcheries. Do a Tony Satcheries commercial.
All right, here we
go.
Here we go.
Can you do that?
This podcast brought to you by Tony Satcheries.
Now, what? Great on everything.
All right, here we go.
I put that. You
can't say I was. Dude, that's
okay.
literally.
Well, look. Then look. Just say that.
Going through my head.
Okay, brother. Just say that. Say
right.
Tony Satcheries. Great on everything.
This podcast brought to you by Tony Satcheries. Great on everything.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Do a fake Tony Satchery's commercial as the Coors Light guy.
Hey there, my Cajun friend. Do you want to spice up everything in your life? Put some Tonys on it. You can put it on your chicken. You can put it on your wife as you're making love.
Yeah, you put it on meat. You put it on vegetables. You put it on potatoes. You put it on pasta. Put it on all of it, bro.
You could get Tony Satchery's to sponsor this podcast.
Shout out Tony.
Shout out Tony's. Tony Satchery's
up on Instagram,
free promo.
bro.
You're not paying us yet, but if you want to, we'll hang up some Tony's posters.
We got you plugged right there.
We already got
son.
you plugged.
We'll put you up there.
Product placement.
We're
We
also
need
willing
money,
to
son. We
accept
out here trying to
payment
pay rent. It
in
ain't
Tony
easy.
Satchery's
What'd you say?
funds.
I said it ain't easy out here, bro. I said we trying to hustle. I was like, we need some sponsors. We ain't got no commercials yet, bro.
Right.
But, we
We're
wanna do
doing-
some commercials.
Ladies and
so.
gentlemen, the
We can
Bookoo
do it,
Fiya
boy. You can do-
podcast, sponsored by Tony Satchery's, the original Creole seasoning. Seasoning.
Do Tony Satchery's or do a Tony Satchery's commercial as Bobby Boucher.
Well, hello there, listeners to the Bookoo Fiya podcast. I would just like to say that if you ever need to spice up your life, there's nothing better than the good old Bayou classic that is Tony Satchery's. The original Tony Satchery's Creole seasoning is great on everything. Mom said it's great on everything. And if you don't eat Tony Satchery's, then you're the devil.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. See, Tony,
Yeah.
now what? Hit us up, bro.
If you do not like free advertising,
Look,
then
no,
something
for
wrong
straight
with
up, bro. I'll tell you about it because they ain't got no people out here don't know what Tony's is. Most of them, some of them do, but like I ain't never seen it out here. I was trying to buy it. I didn't know. I had to get my aunt
Yeah,
to send me some from Louisiana.
You were saying.
I'm like, bro, they say all the people out here don't know how to cook. All the food's bland because they all vegans and stuff. Guess what? Tony's is vegan. There ain't no meat in Tony's.
You know,
I don't think.
Tony's.
Look on
Tony's-
that. Grab
Tony-
that thing. Look on it. See if
Tony's
it's vegan.
doesn't
I think it's
discriminate.
vegan.
It has no
salt,
MSG.
is salt vegan?
No MSG. Look at it. Like zero cholesterol,
They like
zero
that.
fat.
Put gluten. Is it gluten free?
Uh,
Whatever the fuck that means.
what even is gluten, dude? I don't even know.
I don't
I'm
know,
pretty
bro.
sure
I
it's
was waiting
not
tables in the
spices.
French Quarter. When I was waiting tables in the French Quarter, the first time I ever heard gluten, I was waiting tables and this lady was like, this tourist lady, she was like, "Do y'all have a gluten-free? Do you guys have a gluten-free menu?" And I was like, "I don't know, sweetheart, but we ain't got nothing for free." And she was like, no, like a gluten-free menu. I was like, I'll go ask. So I went over there and I asked the manager, I said, "Hey, bruh," I said, "What is gluten-free?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "This lady asking if we got gluten-free stuff." I was like, "I
What
told
year-
her we
what
ain't
year
got
was
nothing for free." Huh?
What year was this?
I don't know, like 4 years ago,
4
5 years ago, maybe.
You discovered gluten about 4 years ago?
Maybe
c-
3 years.
I'm trying to think of when I discovered it. It was.
I don't know.
It was definitely not in my hometown. Shout out Hillsdale, Michigan.
Oh, it was a seafood place. I was like, I don't know what gluten is. I was like, but like you can get like I don't think you can get crab cakes.
I didn't know about MSG until like the big MSG. There's no
Put
MSG.
that back for the content.
put it
You know
back.
what I'm
I
saying?
mean, we could put it just right front and center.
That's really funny. Yeah, just like the fuck here. I love it.
Or it could be like a
Yo, do
Tony.
you have any
It
suggestions?
could be like a movie. Here, I'll make it a movie. Watch.
This summer, one man, chicken, beef, possibly pork. What will he season it with? There's only one man with one seasoning who can accomplish such a task. It's your Bayou favorite.
Mr. Tony Satchery's, everyone.
What the hell? Who the fuck was, I loved it up until who the fuck was that guy? Yeah, who the fuck was that guy? Can you
That's,
do you know
I think
Coach
that's Will
O?
Ferrell and
Can,
was
can you do Coach O?
Coach O like we gonna do. No, I can't do Coach O.
You gotta watch some.
As I am a
No, that's former friend, not
Right.
Coach O. I mean, they probably cousins.
Farmer friend.
They both from down the bayou. Tight. All right.
I like your bubbles.
Oh, the bubbles?
Trailer Park
Yeah.
Boys? Yeah.
Like I mean I watch Trailer Park Boys so fucking much, but all right,
It's one of the best shows ever, dude.
yeah.
I'm from
Smokes,
the
let's
trailer
go.
park, son. We're literally where I'm from is like the bottom of Louisiana. Like them boys is in Canada.
Yeah.
We like they cousins down the south. Straight
Right.
up French Canadian or whatever. Cajun
Cajun
French.
American.
Yeah, Cajun American. Oh, yeah, I'm a Cajun American.
There you go.
That's the PC term. When they call me white, when next time somebody calls me a white, like a
Just say you're a
white
Cajun American.
supremacist because I ain't got no hair, I'm like, no, that's offensive to me. I'm Cajun American. Bougie bitches.
Just start using words like buku and kuyon and.
I've used them words already. I need to start using their own words against them. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Is I'm gonna learn, boy. They
You
ain't
gonna learn?
even gonna know how to handle me, son. This ain't even my final form, bitch.
Just wait till Nate goes super PC Saiyan.
Yeah, my goatee gonna start glowing.
You're gonna
glowing
evolve.
blind and yellow.
You're like a second level
Go like
Pokemon.
Saitama right there. One Punch Man. What's happening?
That's hilarious.
Straight up.
So we got Bubbles from the trailer park. What is he doing?
Oh, okay, yeah. Do Bubbles bitching at okay, no. Do Bubbles interrogating Hank Hill about eating his
You like Hank?
Yeah,
Alright.
do Bubbles interrogating Hank Hill about using all his toilet paper. He's out of toilet paper. Did you use the last of my
Yeah.
toilet paper? No. Okay. Bubbles is in the bathroom and he's out of TP and he needs Hank Hill to get him some TP and Hank Hill is watching TV and don't want to do it.
So Bubbles in the bathroom.
Yeah.
On the toilet.
Yeah.
Just took a shit.
Yeah, he's in the
Hank's
process
in
of shit.
Hank's in the living room watching like Price is
He's watching the Dallas Cowboys game.
Right. I'm watching the game. Goddamn
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Hank, I got an ass in here full of shit. I need the paper.
Well, goddamn it, Bubbles! I told you to go at Kirkland and get the goddamn 36 pack. That way I don't have to go in there and fucking replace the goddamn toilet paper during the games. I'll tell you what, I'm really pissed off and I'm not gonna take this shit anymore.
Hank, I don't have time for the shit. I have the shit in my ass. You said you were gonna buy a bidet.
Yeah, Hank
I'm not gonna put that goddamn water jet up my damn booty hole. I told you what. I totally will.
That's
I'm not
some
gonna.
California shit.
Dude, I just got a bidet.
That is a good California word. Bidet.
We just got a bidet at the house.
That is
Me
hilarious.
and Pat just got a
Yeah,
bidet.
y'all got one. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I gotta say, for the people who aren't about the bidet, let me just public service announcement real quick. The bidet will change your life. Just imagine taking a shit in your hand and then wiping your hand off with regular toilet paper. There's shit still all over your hand, is there not? Now you take that hand and you put it under the faucet, under like a high volume jet of water afterwards. Doesn't that just feel a whole lot better? You know? And all we're sacrificing is just a little uncomfort, a little bit of a cold water trickling up your taint, just for a little bit of cleanliness. Isn't that doable for a little bit of cleanliness?
Yeah, I was following you and I was on with you, but now you're losing me.
Now do that as the Coors Light guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, now
Yeah,
do
the
that as
Coors
the
Light
Coors
guy
Light guy.
selling a bidet.
Hey there, friend. Do you ever wipe and just have to keep wiping? Like there's some sort of marker in your ass crack that you just wipe, and it's just nothing but brown. Well, hey, check out Bubba's Bidet. The best bidet this side of the Mississippi. I tell you what, we're going to shoot water straight up your damn ass so hard, them dingleberries ain't going to have a chance.
I was right. Dingleberries.
Oh man,
That's fun.
that's hilarious.
That's good shit.
I think that's funny.
Like that's the kind of shit you need to be doing with that.
Yeah.
Do the tampon one. Do
The
the
tampon one, yeah. Or you could just have. I think I love those Coors Light guys because like
Yeah.
they can
You
literally
can
just
sell anything.
they could sell anything. I mean
The
I wouldn't.
feminine products are the
I-
funniest.
Yeah, I
Shit
wouldn't.
he should not be selling like tampons.
They
Go.
shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't be selling tampons. I don't think you're ever gonna see those dudes doing a daytime soap commercial. It's just like,
Hey there, friends. Do you ever have blood coming out of your vagina? Me too. Is the flow ever so much that you just can't handle it? It's just seeping out your sides and your panties.
that's like the worst word ever. Panties.
Tampax fit. Period.
Yeah, maxi pad. This shit fits.
No,
Period.
It's Tampax fits. Period.
It's maxi pad.
No, it's Tampax. I know the commercial, dude. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, pull it up now.
Young Holden, pull that up.
It's hilarious.
Holding everything but coke, heroin,
Maxi
and cock.
pad. That shit fits your period. Period.
What's your favorite impression to do? Do you have a favorite? Do you have like a top favorite? Or
If
like
I
top-
had, well,
what do you? Okay, that's probably a hard one. What like your top 3 that are your
So-
favorite to do?
I got flack for doing these impressions on Kill Tony, but everybody loves Christopher Walken impressions. Like if you,
I don't know if a lot. You should say a lot of people or
a
buku
lot of
people.
people,
Buku people, you know,
buku
that-
people like how I talk. It's just there's something hypnotizing about it. It's like when I do the raspy slow one.
You sound like you're trying to fucking ask me for $1 or some oral
It's like I'm
sex, and I
gonna
don't want to
ask-
give
it's
you
like I
neither,
pulled
son,
you
so
aside
back the fuck up.
That's like how he talks in like Joe Dirt when he's just like, if I could tell you something, so my wife, she was shot 6 times in New York City. I mean Kansas, you know. That's like the
Sounds
calm
like,
walking because everybody knows you can just do the full on and walking. You know, the party doesn't start until I walk in. That kind of walking, you know. But I personally I like the calm one, the calm guy takes you aside. It's a mentor.
Like Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, like Wedding Crashers. Yeah. Then everybody loves George Bush. You know, hello America, I'm back. I've been relaxing. I've been painting. Me and Ellen DeGeneres, we've been painting. Things have been going great.
And
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, shout out to Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. People that, like all the time growing up, like I got a dog tag from my 4th grade teacher for being a class clown. Like she gave me a little like class clown dog tag. Growing up in like high school, I won like the little mock elections, like most likely to, or like funniest in the class type shit. I mean, I'm from a small town with like 500 kids in my high school. You know, you probably the same thing. You said you went to a school that.
Yeah, I'm from a small school with like 300 people in the whole high school, like the whole
Right.
school.
Yeah.
I got
So
school.
yeah, we're pretty. I mean, my town was like middle of the mitten, southern Michigan, like middle of cornfields. But you were, you know, bottom of the boot, Louisiana. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I can't get over the way like you literally like this is the main reason why I'm so happy we have this podcast now is just to hear Nate's natural speaking voice just put through loudspeakers so he can like hear it himself.
Well, thanks, bro. Yeah, I mean, I don't ever listen to myself talk much, you know, except like, well, I mean, I listen to myself when I talk, but I don't know. I don't ever hear
Dude,
like
you
that
are.
kind of
You're
shit.
the Cajun trailer park boy, dude.
Well,
you're
thanks,
the Cajun
bro. Yeah,
trailer
that's
park.
pretty nice. That's not too far off. And it probably ain't too far off
It's
from the
like-
truth. I mean, I am from the bottom of Louisiana, and I am from a trailer.
on.
Right on, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now I'm in this damn podcast studio at
Right.
Melrose Avenue, and I was
Fuck
this
it.
Hollywood, West Hollywood.
We made it.
Is this West Hollywood?
This is
one-
West Hollywood, yeah.
That's one thing I did want to say. Is that another thing I'm learning about out here is that they got like they call this this is West Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
They call this WeHo,
WeHo, yeah.
right? Now hear me out on this real quick.
Right on.
You know, disclaimer. Hear me out. So a bunch of the LGBTQ plus community live out here, right? You know.
True.
Well, we all know they hoeing.
Nathan.
You know, no, but
No, he's right. He's right.
He said
But you get what I'm saying, though.
they
I
be
ain't
hoeing.
I ain't hating on them, but I'm just like I think it's kind of funny because they all out here like they always talk about how like they all like they love fucking.
Yeah.
You know, they all like very like. what you
Oh, I
call,
mean, yeah. I'm
open about their shit and
I'm
got
s-
right on to you. You know,
yeah,
you-
I'm
you-
straight.
you
I
know,
went
that's
to
for you.
I went to the Abbey, that like the notorious gay bar down in West Hollywood or wherever, and I was with a buddy of mine who's a musician. He just his name's Stan Taylor, fucking awesome musician. You should check him out. But he just did a show at the Peppermint Club, and we all went to the Abbey afterwards, and we were like joking around with one another. I was like, dude, you must get hella girls because like you sing and like girls love dudes who can like fucking legitimately sing and sound good. And he's like, dude, you're tall. Like, people are all over you just, like, literally when they see you above the crowd type shit. And I was like, get out of here. No one thinks that. And then literally, like, 20 seconds later, some gay dude, like, walks up to me and rubs his hand, like, down my body. And it's just like, hey, big boy. And I was like, I just started laughing. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm straight. And he's just like, it's too bad. It's too bad. And I just locked eyes with him, and we were just fucking laughing our ass off.
That's
So
hilarious,
funny.
son. And let me tell you this. One thing about you is you are the most gentle giant, which is hilarious because I'm not, you know, I know, like, I ain't into that shit. and I know that if that happened to me, look, I ain't gonna like be mean about it, but I'm not gonna let him get from the top of my fucking thing right here to that.
Yeah,
He ain't
you're
getting
not
that
gonna-
far. He ain't getting that far. He gonna get
I
waxed.
was-
He gonna get waxed
I was
off.
so
and
taken
waxed
aback.
off real quick. You feel me? Not
Yeah.
whacked off. He gonna get waxed off. You feel me? Don't touch me, dog.
Oh,
That's the
man.
line, bro. You want to
Yeah.
talk about it? You want to ask me for my
I mean,
phone number?
yeah.
You want to get to know me a little bit? You want to look into my eyes? I can't stop you from none of that. You feel me? Am I into it? No. But I can't. That's on you. But don't fucking touch me.
Oh,
I,
man.
if
I ain't me
anyone-
doing nobody, but don't fucking touch me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
If anyone ever invites you to a gay bar, Nate, say no, thank you.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's-
why I was.
it's one thing- it's one thing if
Look,
it's
bro,
a-
let me tell you one thing about that. Fuck yeah, I know that. Because
It's one thing if you're alone
I
with
ain't
that
hating,
person.
bruh. I want everybody to do what they want to do. Whatever makes them happy, do it, bruh. More power to you.
More
You
power
on your
to you.
path, bruh. Get there. Whatever it is you're trying to go, I hope you get there, bruh.
Fight your
if I
fight.
can help, let me know.
Right.
Don't fucking touch me.
I'm on your side.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm on your side up until the point where you touch me, and then it's like.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just, I don't know. I just ain't.
Oh,
I
it
ain't-
makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Do you like being touched by random people?
Some people are, comfortable enough to use a bidet or bidet.
I ain't getting mad if they fucking playing around, but they fucking, whatever.
I'm just kidding, man.
I ain't trying to hate on. I don't care. I seen a Rolls Royce Wraith earlier. I was like, I wonder what the proximity, like, what's the closest one of them they got to where I'm from?
Are you talking about like
down the
money-wise?
road, like from
Oh,
from
you
down
talking
the
about
road.
just who
I'm like-
owns it?
I'm
Closest-
trying to know nobody down the road got no Wraith.
Well,
But I don't think
Who leases
I don't
it?
think no Rolls Royce ever rolled down that road. You feel me? I doubt there's a Rolls Royce ever been down there.
I was watching some.
I never thought about that.
I was watching. It was like one of those. What do they call those European car shows? It's like some European. It's like the famous European car show that everybody. I don't know.
I don't know
But they
nothing
all
about
went in the
cars, bro.
desert. It was like 3 of them. They all went in the desert with like different like supercars, and the Bugatti was able to traverse like land and tundra. Yeah, it was. I was surprised. Like the suspension on a Bugatti. Like you'd think, the big wheels and everything, it'd be like a problem. I don't know. I don't know anything about traversing like Jeeps and stuff like that, but I would imagine it's pretty difficult. And Bugatti handled itself over the BMW.
I'm gonna tell you something, son. I don't know nothing about cars.
Clearly.
I don't know nothing about cars. All I
Correct.
know is that I was bouncing at One Oak and I walked some dude and his fucking group of chicks with him to this dude's car, and the valet rolled up with one of them Wraiths, and I was like, "Look at this thing, bro!" Like I seen the inside. He's like, "Look at." I was like, "Dude, I never seen one of these in real life." He's like, "Dude," he's like, "Look at it. Let me sit in it real quick." It looked like an Xbox.
Damn.
It looked like it like looked.
Go Back to the Future car.
Dude, it was lit up on the inside with like lights and stuff. The sky, they got a sky.
Is
thing
it one of
on
the
it.
the
It looks like
starlights?
Yeah, it looks like the stars.
Yeah.
I'm like, pfft.
They got like what is it Vanta black ceilings on those, so like it's literally like the darkest dark you can possibly get.
Don't
And
know what that means, but yeah, it
Yeah,
looked like
it's-
it's like looked like the universe.
It's like a spray or like it's like a coating thing that you can put on a bunch of stuff that like removes. It's like black, like I understand it, like black little fibers that like trap the light as it goes into it, so it absorbs like 95% or like 98% of the light that it touches. So like, those like cartoon black holes that like the little cartoons would draw, and you put it on the ground and like you fall through it, like how
Yeah.
like pitch black that is. Like that's what I would like if a manhole cover was covered in Vanta black, people would be walking around like, what the fuck? Like where does this go to? Because it literally
Like a
looks like the
bottomless
end of
pit.
like, it looks like a bottomless
How
pit.
far down does the rabbit hole go?
Right.
That's what
Really,
you're
it's
It's
like
a
a little.
straight up black hole, bruh.
Yeah. Talking about covering, I don't know, whatever they like NASA covering whatever the fuck they need.
Science,
that.
bro.
Science, bruh.
That's fucking tight.
I mean, Trump got this Space Force going, dude. You never know what we're gonna be doing in outer space. Like you imagine, all right? So picture the last 50 years and like how much technology has improved in just like the last 50 years.
I was just talking to Galen about that the other
Yeah.
day. Shout out Galen Nash. What's happening on the Barely Serious podcast? What's happening?
I listened to that. That was funny. You're talking about.
Well,
talking
thanks
about.
for plugging it, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
Galen, good shit on that podcast. That was fucking hilarious.
No.
Nate's talking about Nate was talking about coming from Katrina and punching dudes in the face. If you haven't checked it out, you gotta check
Yeah,
it
that's a good summary,
out.
basically.
But no, man, I think we got a lot of alien exploration that we're gonna be. I mean, who knows what Trump will say if he right before he leaves office. I feel like he's gonna do a bunch of shit.
That boy ain't saying nothing.
He might not say anything, but he
Look, bro, I ain't talking about politics on here because I don't know nothing about politics and I don't want to come off like an idiot. But guess what?
right on.
But guess what? At the end of the day,
I'm just talking about space.
I like space. I like aliens. Fuck yeah.
Right? Like aliens got to exist. It's like mathematically impossible.
Yeah, I mean,
for
I
them
don't
not
want to sit here and
exist.
shit on the people that don't believe in the aliens, but they need to, what they call it, wake up.
Dude, I've been watching Ancient Aliens for like 5 years.
Ancient Aliens is one of the best shows ever.
They can take any
Like you can literally watch that at the end of the night when you lay down, bro. You
Right.
can go to bed.
get super baked.
Game over.
Watch
son.
Ancient Aliens
Exactly. Game
and just
over.
be like, what?
Game over.
Like these creatures across the sky coming down.
Dude,
You're just like,
Giorgio.
dude, George, if it's impossible for you to fathom these extraterrestrial beings coming down and making love to your wife while you're not there, I mean, it could happen, and it probably did.
That's one of my
Aliens?
favorite. That's one of my favorite one of your impressions. Yeah.
Well, shit, dude. I think this wraps up the
Wraps up the first episode.
first episode of
I'm down with
the Bookoo Fiya podcast.
Bookoo Fiya, bro. I think we got Bookoo Fiya stuff.
I think we
in
got
there.
Bookoo Fiya topics to talk
Holden
about in
here
the
gonna
future.
cut up this first episode. We're gonna release it.
Yep.
And once this comes out, we're gonna start releasing them once a week, right?
Right.
Gonna record these once a week here in Melrose.
Right. We're gonna be
Melrose
releasing
Podcast
this,
Studio. Holla 'em on Instagram. Plug what's happening.
right. We're gonna
And,
be bringing on funny Bookoo Fiya guests. We're gonna have
a bunch
guests,
of guests that we met along the way. You know what I'm saying? Different comics. We go to these mics with
Right.
we've had on your show.
get the
that we
take
done
of
shows with people that we don't know that we want to get to know.
right.
You know, people that we've worked with at different places or have built relationships with or want to hang out with and meet and talk to more.
Most
'cause they're
definitely.
interesting.
Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got a different path that they had to walk to get here, and it's a lot of Bookoo Fiya shit's happened to a lot of Bookoo Fiya people. So we're gonna test out the waters. We're gonna fucking put their thoughts on air. We're gonna see what people got to say. So thank you guys for checking out the podcast, and we'll be back with some.
Hit your plugs real quick.
Oh yeah, let's. Well, I'm Dan Vear at Dan Vear at Instagram and at Jungle House Comedy Show. I'm the host and producer of that show. It's once a month. We're gonna have our February show coming up soon. I gotta get the date set for that, but that's gonna be a great show. $5 show.
It's in
or-
NoHo, but there will be hoes. You feel me?
Ew. It's free beer, free kettle corn at the show. It's gonna be a good time. But we got Mr. Nasty Nate, bruh.
Yeah, Nasty Nate at Nasty Nate, bruh, on Instagram. That's NastyNatebruh. You hear me?
You're.
No, but that, and we're gonna make a Instagram for this, so I guess that too, huh? Yeah. So at Bookoo Fiya, podcast on Instagram. Bookoo is BOOKOO FIYA.
FIYA. Fire.
You hear me?
Right on.
Right on, indeed. But fuck yeah, dude. Appreciate it. This was awesome. Fuck yeah, Dan. Thank you, Holden. Follow Holden over there. What you plug,
Yeah.
Holden? What you plugging? yourself over
Follow
there?
me on Instagram at Holden Cooper, HOLDEN COOPERR, 2 R's because a bot already took my actual name
You gonna
and I
gank
don't know how to
motherfucking
get rid of it.
Russians?
Fake news. I don't know who took his username. I had nothing to do with it. Follow my Instagram.
Can you just say this for me as Trump real quick before we get off? Say, could you free Pape?
Free Popeye. He had nothing to do with it. Everybody loved his chicken sandwiches.
Oh, the one with the glow sticks with the
What do you mean?
He's from the West Bank, you hear me? From Wagam. He's from Algiers. He's from the West Bank.
Free Popeye. We're gonna get him home very soon. It's gonna be great. We're gonna do what we gotta do. The wheels are in motion.
We're getting back the glow sticks with the Fuck, hold on out there, Popeye. West Bank, baby. Best bank. Let's go.
All right, good shit, player.
All right, bro. Good shit, man. See y'all next time. Thanks.
Gang.
Gang, bro.